All right, boys and girls, today I'm going to talk to you about your assignment. And today's work is going to be putting numbers in numerical order from smallest to largest. So in other words, the number with the least value to the number with the most value. One of the most important things that you are going to learn this year is that you have to show your work. Always, always, always show your work, because that's how we can figure out if we make a mistake or if there's a place where you're getting confused. Showing your work will help you. Okay, so this is your assignment. You're going to do this online. However, you need to show your work on a piece of notebook paper, and I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so I'm kind of creating a little camera here. Little document camera. This is my little homemade document camera. But anyway, hopefully we can learn, and hopefully this will not fall. All right, so I want to show you how you can show your work on a piece of notebook paper. All right, so remember what I just showed you on the computer. So for A, you have some numbers that you are wanting to put in numerical order from smallest to largest, okay? And they're in boxes, and those numbers are 71, 91, 53, and 36. Now, the easiest way to show value is going to be if you put these in sort of a chart of tens and ones. All of these are two-digit numbers, okay? So we're going to pretend like this is a little chart. And notice how I have my paper turned sideways? That's so I can use the, I don't know if you can see. Let me move. There it goes. I've got this propped up on a cup, so I'm hoping it won't fall. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the numbers. So see how you're using the horizontal lines on your paper? You've turned them the opposite direction. So normally you would write on your paper, you know, like this, but we're turning our paper sideways for math because it gives us these great columns to write in. Okay, so for my first one, I'm going to sort of make a little chart like this, and I just use the line that's already on my paper. Can go like this. Okay, so this is my tens, and this is my ones, okay? And I can just use the spacing that's right here on the paper. So I'm going to write the numbers that are in my worksheet. So I have 71, 91, 53, and 36, okay? I'm going to show you that on the slide again, okay? So if you look at A, we have 71, 91, 53, and 36, okay? All right, so I come back over where I'm showing my work, and this is very important to do this. All right, so if I'm trying to find value, I know that the tens place is much more valuable than the ones place, because remember when we were using those base 10 blocks the other day, this was like a whole rod with 10 in the rod, and then this was only just like a little unit. So I want to value the tens place more because this is like having 7 rods, whereas this is only just having that one little unit. All right. So I really want to look at the tens place first, and I want to put my numbers in order from smallest to largest. So I know that 3 is the smallest number out of 7, 9, 5, and 3. 3 is the smallest. So if I were trying to put these numbers in order from smallest to largest, 36 would be the first number I would start with. So I'm going to put a box around 36. That's going to be my first one. All right, so I can mark through that one now. I've already done 36. So now I have to choose between 7, 9, and 5. So if I started out with a 3 in the tens place, what is the next largest number? All right, so if I were counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 would be my next largest number. So then I get the number 53. So I'm going to put 53 on my paper. I'm just going to draw a little box around it because that's what it looks like on the computer. All right, now I'm done with 53. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aha. So I'm going to skip this one and I go up here to this one. My next number would be 71. Okay, and then obviously I only have one number left, and that is the number 90. Let me move my camera over a little bit. 91. Okay, so now I've shown my work for problem A. Okay, so I'm going to come back over to the computer. All right, I'll show you how to do that. All right, so now I want to put my numbers in order from smallest to largest. So all I have to do is make sure I have this little plus sign that's on there and the little blue box. Okay, so 36 was my first number when I was showing my work. So I'm gonna, oops. Yep, there's my plus sign. See how it makes like a little plus with arrows? I'm gonna move my 36 over here. And then when I look at my paper, if I look down over here, 53 was next. So I come back onto the computer, click on the 53, wiggle around till I get the plus sign, okay? Then 53, okay? And then my next number on my paper was 71. Can you see that? Yep. So I go back up here, click on this one, make sure I've got the plus sign, 71, and then I go back up to this one, make sure I've got that plus sign, and then 91, okay. All right, now the reason I keep saying is make sure you have the plus sign. Watch what happens. Sometimes you don't have a plus, sometimes, let me click on this one. Sometimes if you click too far over, see how it went from being a plus to just being like an arrow with two sides? If I move it at that point, watch what happens to my box. Ah, it makes it too wide. All right, so if you make a boo-boo and you make your box too wide, you have this really nice feature in your bar up here called undo. And you can just click that. See how the word undo came up? Click that, and then ta-da, my box went back to normal. Okay? All right, so that's how you're going to do your worksheet for today, and make sure that you show your work. I made sure that instead of putting numbers for each one of these, I used letters instead. So I went from A to B to C, and you can move all of these boxes on your sheet. You can move all of these around, okay? But please make sure that you do show your work. And I am going to ask you to please take a picture of this and email it to me. And you can use your parents' phone to take a picture, or whatever is the most convenient for you. And then you can just attach that picture to an email. Or if your parents will let you, you can even text your picture to me. That's fine too. But just because I don't have everybody's number in my phone, if you text your picture to me, you have to make sure that you put your name on it, like somewhere where I can see it in the picture nice and clear. Miss Jones, because I have to know whose paper it is, okay? All right, so I want to see the work for problems A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. I want to see it on the screen, which you're going to turn into me from the computer. But then this whole, like one whole piece of notebook paper should be filled where you've got these charts like I made with the 10s and the 1s, and then where you wrote your numbers out. And you may want to just go ahead and do all of them on the paper first, and then after you've done everything on the paper, then you can go back to the computer and then just move your boxes around. That would probably be the easiest way to do it. All right, guys, good luck.